Oh, hey, did you know the RedWolf as a company has been around for some time? 1997 to be exact, roughly about 20 years old. A trip down to the warehouse, can sometimes be like walking down the halls of a museum. So recently, we just finished our stock taking. Ah, thanks. And a few treasures were found. Oh, I forgot to mention, we're doing blasts from the past. Two really cool pistols from KSC. The M8000 Cougar F and the M945 Performance Center Compact. Someone told me to do something special this week, and I think what's more special than a walk down memory lane? Airsoft has changed a lot over the years, and every chance we get to take a look at how our sport or hobby has evolved, I'd love to take the opportunity to share it with you guys. Being in a company with such a rich history, it makes perfect sense that we have a few goodies tucked away somewhere. So without further ado, and enough of me talking, I want to show you guys two pistols, two classics that you never knew you needed in your life. And those two pistols are these two KSCs. The first one we're going to be looking at is the KSC M8000 Cougar F. This one right here. This guy is actually based off the Beretta 8000 series configuration. You guessed it, F, which states that it is configured with an exposed hammer, right here, a two-stage trigger, and ambidextrous decocker and safety levers, right here and here. Now what makes this pistol unique is that its real steel counterpart is a recoil-operated locked breech semi-automatic pistol that features a relatively rare system, which is a rotating barrel locking system where the barrel rotates on recoil to unlock itself from the slide. Now you can see that the airsoft version here features the same mechanism. Check this out. The barrel also rotates. Most notably, for this gun, many of you are probably going to think it looks like the PX4, and you would be right because it shares many design features for that gun as well. You can consider this maybe a predecessor for said gun. And if you close your eyes, you'd probably think this is a PX4. Quake? As I mentioned not too long ago, this gun does have a rotating barrel. If you rack the slide all the way back and let it go forward, you really can't feel anything. It just feels like any other gun. However, if you do a press check, you can actually feel the barrel rotate a little bit, which is pretty cool. Now, shooting the gun, please shoot. That is pretty nice. It doesn't feel like any of the current airsoft guns that you'll shoot now. It doesn't have that hard kick felt recoil that you see many other guns have. This is a full plastic gun, by the way. Only its few controls and its trigger and magazine are made out of metal. The trigger is about as squishy as a stress ball, and its reset, well, there's pretty much none whatsoever. You can hear a small click, but that's about it. Double action though, very light, smooth trigger pull. The next gun on the list is probably one of my favorites of all time, and it is this compact right here. Now this is the KSC M495. It is based off of the Smith & Wesson M495 Performance Center compact model. Now this gun bears striking resemblance to the traditional 1911. However, in the real steel world at least, none of those parts on the 1911 will fit on this particular gun, and none of this gun's parts will fit the 1911. There are also a few design differences between this one and the 1911. Most notably, you see the bevels up front on the slide, as well as these rear slide serrations. Now for a small, compact gun, it feels surprisingly good in hand. Good to grip, good to hold. There's a joke in there somewhere, but you know what? Moving on. Guys, you're gonna have to come a little bit closer because you really need to get close to appreciate the finishing that are on these older guns. And the molding on these rear slide serrations are done very finely, like they were actually metal. Ah, yes, I forgot to mention, this is a full plastic gun, much like the Cougar F. The only things, once again, on this gun that is metal are the front and rear sights, the trigger, grip safety, slide release, thumb safety, and of course the magazine. The rest is plastic. This gun has a vastly superior trigger compared to the Cougar F. It's still squishy as all hell. The Cougar F is more like a stress ball. This would maybe be like the cute cheeks on a baby. Still squishy. The reset is there, slightly more audible, but you can't compare it to any of the modern guns. And I don't think these guns should be. But still fun to shoot. Now, both of these guns have been roughly around for 10 or so years. Now, though that may not be a super long time, during a time period like that, you see companies constantly revamp, revise, or even upgrade or update their internal systems. There is one thing that KSC has done through even though all their system upgrades is they have kept the same hop-up adjustment tool right here and the same way to adjust or hop up over a long period of time. Let me show you. So after you've ejected the magazine and pulled the slide back, just like any KSC or KWA pistol, take your hop-up adjustment tool, put it in the slot, let the teeth lock in, and you can adjust for more or less hop. It's as simple as that. Consistency. These guns are guns that can actually perform. So we are going to do a quick accuracy test to see how accurate these things are. Check this out. That is one heck of a trigger take up. This is going to be very interesting. Oh wow, that felt really weird. Yep. That super squishy trigger felt so bizarre. I didn't even know when the break was gonna happen. So I'm pretty sure that the spread is gonna be a little off. Next one. So we just shot the Cougar F and now we're gonna give the 945 a go. Hopefully this thing will shoot a little better. Oh yeah, already shoots much better. The trigger feels much better and it actually has a physical break that I can feel. I already know that the grouping is going to be much tighter on that target. Hey guys, you want to watch another cool blast from the past video? Check out the one in the card where Tim shoots a very old G3. While these two guns are not going to be your beast on the airsoft field, they certainly do tell a very interesting story. They tell us how far our sport has progressed just in a short 10-year span. Now we have guns with much better triggers, higher tolerances to higher pressured gas, and of course, much more gas efficient systems. I chose to highlight KSC in this video because over the years, they have indeed progressed as a company. More gas efficient systems, higher tolerances, better triggers. But there's that one thing that has always stayed the same, no matter if it was guns from 10 or so years ago, or even something you purchased today, and that is that hop up. I guess it really does mean that if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Now, tell me guys, what are some of your favorite oldies? Do you have one? Let me know in the comment section below. And if you want cool products like this, present or classic, don't forget to check out our online store at www.redwolfairsoft.com. My name is Mark, aka Blue Steel, and I'll catch you guys on the next episode of RedWolf TV. Have a good one.